Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay.
I'm Craig.
Tiff.
And we are back after exciting football.
Upset Monday.
Upset Monday.
Made you wear your Giants gear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. This Monday was crazy.
DeVito came out there and balled out.
Absolutely balled out. And not just the normal, okay, he didn't lose us the game. Nah, he came out, put up points, moved the ball, controlled the game.
It was the best. It was the best I've seen your offense run under a quarterback all season.
Yeah, that's the best I've seen our offense
He
run
didn't
under a
sack
quarterback
at all,
in
right?
5 seasons.
He didn't get sacked at all, right?
He hasn't, not a sack. He hasn't done a pick yet.
In that game, he's been sacked.
No, yes.
Yeah.
He's been
I was
sacked.
like, he's been sacked.
He didn't get sacked in that game, and he still hasn't thrown a pick yet.
Oh, he did early.
I'm pretty sure they said he didn't throw a pick.
In these 3 games he won, 3 in a row.
He didn't throw one yesterday. Maybe he had one of them. I don't remember. He might have had. You know what? He might have had that first one where he came in.
Yeah, when he came in. Yeah, when he came in, he threw.
Because that game is the one that made people doubt him because he didn't play that great. But he's coming in halfway through the game.
Yeah.
I haven't been practicing with this, lineup. Most people don't look that great, and he's just steadily looked better every week.
Saquon really has his leg under him.
And he seems to really like the kid. Everybody on the team seems like they really like DeVito, and they're making. It's not even just that he's making plays. They're making plays they weren't making with other quarterbacks.
Yeah.
The line is blocking like they weren't blocking with everybody else. There's something about this kid that makes all of them just want to play for him.
Yeah, he has a locker room.
Yeah, and I think if he can keep progressing and developing like this and playing well, I think he's just got that. You know how that is, you know what it is. There's quarterbacks. There's things that you're they shouldn't be good, but there's something about him, and he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I am. I don't want to be excited.
y'all 12 seed. There's people behind y'all. That was not
playoffs.
It just doesn't matter. You got to still win it. It's every given Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The other upset happening helps our cause.
Sure.
Green Bay lost, which pushes it back in the playoffs. Minnesota is going to Nick Mullins, so clearly they don't think they're going to win anymore.
Yeah,
Detroit
is falling apart.
Yeah, it was 3-0. Oh, right, that's what they won.
Something like that.
Vikings Raiders 3-0.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Horrible.
It's terrible. They just that.
But yeah, there's a lot of promise going in there in the Giants. And who would have thought my Titans go ahead and beat the Dolphins?
Not I.
Down 14 points with 3 minutes left. We're the first team to come back and beat that and come back and win. Yeah, usually with down 14 points, 3 minutes left, every other team is lost. We're the first team.
And that ending was exciting.
Will Levis is a dog. He is just a dog.
Yeah, I will say this: when you play us, we are super physical. We do not. It doesn't matter what we're coming at you.
Yeah,
we are coming at you.
Yeah.
And Tua got sacked. He wasn't making those fourth downs. He kept looking.
And what's his name wasn't even playing.
Jefferson wasn't even.
Yeah, and that's a massive defensive piece.
Yeah,
he's in.
Yeah.
What's your receiver?
DeAndre
Oh yeah, he was. I think
him
he really likes his kid.
Him and Will Levis got a connection, but Will Levis isn't also afraid to spread the ball around too.
Yeah.
You're seeing him spread it to other receivers. He doesn't just get locked on.
That was a passion that he hadn't been playing with, really, to me. He got.
I could give you that.
Yeah.
It was he wanted it. You could tell it was personal, almost. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of
teams who didn't want him. He wants to show that I still have it in me. And he went. He's and I remember Wednesday he said he went where he was wanted, and we won him.
Yeah.
So.
And we got a lot of cap space coming up.
Yeah, and the season, like I said, we're still somehow in it. I mean, Houston's hurting right now. Jacksonville's hurting right now. The culture, only thing is, it's still a chance. You never know.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping that we can pull some stuff together. We play Houston twice before the season's over. Play Jacksonville one more time, and I think we play the Seahawks. That's it. That's the rest of our schedule. Mm-hmm. So it could be.
You never know with the Seahawks.
You never know.
Yeah. They make it difficult.
Gino wasn't there. Yeah, so I mean, it's all about how it comes down to. But I mean, that's just that. Yeah. Then, let's talk about that 3-legged race we were talking about.
Yeah, because the upsets are cool, and I'd love to make a playoff push and all that. But let's be real. There's 3 teams that we're battling on who's gonna.
What team could that be?
It's
Niners, Cowboys,
Eagles. It's the league is theirs. It's whoever comes out on that.
Mm-hmm.
And Dallas.
I was very proud of my Cowboys.
They have showed up.
I was very proud of my Cowboys. I got nervous the second half. They seemed like they just, I don't know, it was very lazy about it kind of. I was just like starting like, and then Ferguson had that big catch in the middle, and it was just on like, oh, Parson had like the flu, he had an IV drip, and he's still like coming for him. It was, they look good. And I like, they're humble about it. Like, you spread like, it's not just his defense, it's the receivers. It's very humble, but everybody is. And then he's like, we need to go back. Yeah, and he's like, we need to go back, look over this tapes, see our mistakes. I'm like, they didn't talk like they just won. You know what I'm saying?
Because they beat the brakes off.
And they got like,
it wasn't like a close win.
This is a regular game. This is nothing. I feel like they know what the prize is.
They're driven. They know where they're going.
I like it. I like it. I
haven't seen it in a while.
I like it. Like
Dak's not making the mistakes he is. They're winning the game because of the plays he's making.
Our kicker.
Aubrey is insane.
Oh my God.
What? Like, I feel like everybody should start just stalking soccer teams and stuff. He's insane.
Yeah, what, 3 from over 55?
2 from over 50. That is the first kicker to have 2 in one game over 50 yards. I think that's what they said. Like, a 60-yard was a 54 or something.
He has a record right now. Because he has the most field goals made to start a rookie career. Like, he hasn't missed
something like that.
Just 30. He starts 30. He's just
a dog.
You guys really got a good kicker.
Yeah.
Right, so,
they used to play y'all.
That has hurt y'all in some big games.
It has. But Jerry's good at getting kickers. He really is. Like, Jerry is good at getting kickers. I can trust him with heart. So I feel like I don't want to get too excited. I've been here before. Like, back Romo used to do this to me, and I don't want to get too excited. But I'm feeling
traumatized,
and to have Philly look sad. Like I know they still in it. I know, like, because we have the same record,
but they're in trouble.
They're in trouble. There's problems.
That's 2 games where they just got beat
up.
And you heard what AJ Brown was talking about, saying you see him having problems saying, like, you see how the Cowboys get the ball out quick and the ball's moving. Like Jalen Hurts used to look up.
They started each up.
Because like you need to start making like our routes take too long to develop. When you see when they're going for
so whenever they're playing against teams with good pass rush, you can't run anything because
they eat each other. That's the beginning. I like that. Go ahead.
Look, it's finally caught with them. They haven't been playing great football. They've been just pulling it out and
everybody keeps giving them that. They kept giving them they're the Eagles. I'm like, I don't know. I think this is going to blow up by the end of the year.
And I mean, it's not much you can say when they win it. You know what I'm saying? They beat Miami, so it's not like they weren't.
Let's not say. I'm not going to take away from the big teams, but
it's hard.
It's just they're finally their mistake football is catching up against good teams, and they are being beat bad by the good teams.
Yeah,
it's not just like it's
2
just
in a row. Like who they play next?
Ooh, I don't know that.
I did know that, but yeah.
Did they play the Bills?
No, we played the Bills next.
They already played them.
Okay.
Yeah, we play the Bills next. I think I clicked
top. They got cake teams.
Oh yeah, because they kind of already. Because they still gotta play y'all. When do y'all play?
We play them.
Oh yeah, they played
last week.
They played the Seahawks.
Us, Arizona, and us.
Yeah, Seahawks do give you a run.
I mean, and with the way
that second, easy for Dallas.
Secondary and Seattle secondaries are playing well.
Yeah, Seattle was harder to beat than Philly.
Yeah,
and you got Philly's secondary. Slay and Bradbury. Let's say they shut down their man. Well, so does that mean that DK and Tyler Lockett are shut down? Because that still lives Jackson Smith and Jigba on nobody.
Yeah.
Or you put one of them on Njigba and now Lockett's open. Or you put them on Lockett and Njigba and now DK. They don't have the secondary to cover all 3.
That's true. So, I mean, they're in trouble. I mean, we're going to see how they finish out.
You said Seattle's next?
Seattle's this Monday night.
Who will they play on?
After that, it's Seattle, us, Arizona, us.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how it's going to go. I mean, but...
We play New Orleans this weekend.
But Big King sitting on top of the hill. San Fran.
Yeah, they look good. They do make me nervous.
They're looking very scary.
I know there's like a double revenge game going on with Dallas now, and I hope they can do it. But
it's gonna be interesting seeing them play y'all.
I must admit, San Francisco look really good. Like
something could happen, and they could get a fumble up in the playoffs before they get to play with you. That would be nice. But like, I guess you want to be the best to be the best, but
push too, won't they?
Seattle actually did kind of go with them.
Like
Seattle's been competitive.
They got that run down. They shut down that run a little bit near the the second half and stuff. Like they running on them in the beginning, and then they kind of like.
Did you see what the offense was? Debo had like 179.
Well, that's Debo.
McCaffrey had 142 rushing.
I said in the second half.
Even so, it still got torched.
Yeah.
Ayuk had 130 something receiving, and then Kittle had like 5 for 77 and a touchdown. Like they did. Yes, they were making it competitive, but they were still getting. The people were eating. So
it was San Francisco.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
So yeah, I'm like.
I don't know. I'm just NFC is just up top is the top teams, but it's gonna be interesting to see how the season finishes.
Yeah.
1, 3, and 5 seeds going to be between those two.
I don't think that this Dallas team is the same Dallas team that got beat up by San Francisco. I think that after they had that game, it was bad. They looked better in the Philly game, but then there was just still a bunch of kind of shoot yourself in the foot mistakes. And it seemed like since then, it's been like,
San Francisco
we're not doing
was our
that
last
anymore.
loss. San Francisco.
No, y'all lost to Philly right after that, didn't you?
No.
Was it Philly and then San Francisco?
Philly then San Francisco.
Sorry, I got that backwards.
Yeah, but no. So I mean, it's going to be interesting how you guys have the table fit.
We went to San Francisco before a bye.
That's right. Yeah, and you came out of that bye on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So,
but
this will be exciting.
I know we want to talk about something that's near.
The controversy that everybody is talking about. That basically the Chiefs, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce pretty much came out and said that the refs helped them win, and they can't believe that they didn't. I could see you arguing that you didn't think it was a penalty, and then when you go back and watch and see that his toe and his entire face.
Yeah, he's covering up the ball.
His foot.
He's standing even on the line.
Yeah.
He's offsides. There's nobody in the world can say that's offsides. They threw the flag before the play developed into the miracle play it was, so it's not like you could be like, oh, they threw the flag because they threw it because this is the fourth. And then you have people trying to he did it 4 times, so you got to let it go. No. Maybe it being the 4th time is why they finally threw a flag.
He needs to be punished. Clearly, you don't get it.
Yeah,
you don't understand.
It's not the ref's job for you to do your job.
Yeah.
And yes, he lines up. He points at the ref. He does not wait for an answer. He points and goes back to what he's doing. So, okay, yeah, you looked at him, but you didn't wait for him to tell you because he would have said you're offsides. It's not that hard. And no, I don't think most people would care if they were hurt, if they were disappointed that it went out that way.
But it's the way.
But to sit there and act like they're being cheated in the league is the most spoiled crybaby shit I've ever heard.
And he was going to fight the ref.
You're going to go fight the ref because of a call that was right?
I'm let him go because I want to see how
what's he going to do? He's going to fight the ref?
You're going to fight him. Let's see how that work out for you.
And then Kelsey on the New Heights podcast talking about, I'm getting tired of people talking about our receivers being the problem. They are! Your receivers are trash, dude. Kadarius Toney is a liability. And this isn't bitter Giants fan. Yeah, am I loving that he's a liability because of the way he did us? Yes, I'm loving that he sucks. But he does suck. He's dropping all the passes. He's constantly getting you penalties. And not just constantly getting you penalties. He's constantly getting you penalties in really crucial moments and hurting the team.
Yeah.
He's the reason you lost to Detroit. He's the reason you lost last night. And there's 2 or 3 other games where he's the reason they lost. Well, not last night. The other night. You got to get over this. We got to pretend our teammates. No. No.
They've never had a good wide receiver core.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why
And yet they still all did better than this one. That shows you something.
They got a wide receiver.
Unfortunately, they shouldn't let Juju walk.
They shouldn't have.
That was when they messed up. He was a great number 2.
Yeah, I don't.
Like I said, being upset that went that way is one thing, but having the spoiled audacity
and it was
to
he's
act
never
like you were being done wrong.
But it was he's never act like that.
He's on quarterback on Netflix.
Whenever he's
like that.
losing.
When he got hurt in the playoffs and they told him he probably couldn't go back in, He cursed everybody out and flipped out.
Yeah.
This is exactly how he reacts when he gets emotional.
I'm sorry. I can tell when they're about to lose
because he starts pouting on the sideline like a little kid.
Starts to hang out.
He starts stomping around. He starts getting mad. And I'm like, I watched him throw a pick where it was him. It wasn't the wrong. It was you just messed up. And he's stomping like, dude, you threw a pick. You threw the pick. Ref calls a penalty. Oh, I can't believe
But when the penalties go their way, that's okay. That's
like you do realize you just won a Super Bowl off of a I'm sorry, that penalty with Kadarius Toney was more of a penalty than the pass interference in the Super Bowl that won you the Super Bowl. So if you're going to complain, how about we can? Oh, I didn't say anything about Scantling. Okay, yeah, you're right. You didn't say anything about Scantling, and also you didn't say anything about the BS penalty where you got hit out of bounds, where the guy that hit you was in between you and out of bounds, but somehow he hit you out of bounds.
Definitely in bounds.
So, yeah, you don't complain about calls because they usually go your way.
Work out for you. It's definitely in bounds.
Like, there is a massive narrative from everybody but Chiefs fans that y'all are constantly being bailed out by the refs. And you pretty much said that's true after this call because you can't believe that they called the call.
Did he give you a warning?
He should have warned me that he was sliding up off sides. But he doesn't have to.
And it was like
I'm sorry.
Because he already did it 4 times, line up wrong, one would think that it's okay to line up. But it's not okay to line up.
Well, I've been holding all game. I've grabbed every face mask on a tackle every game, and they haven't called a flag. So I'm just going to pull this one down by his face mask. Because they haven't called it all game, so they can't call it now.
Can't be
no, this is... And my thing is, it's not like... If he had reacted that night, and the next day they would have all come back and been like, I flipped out. It was a really emotional game. He was clearly offsides. It is what it is. But he basically came in and was like, sorry I flipped out, but they shouldn't have thrown that flag.
Double down.
And Andy Reid's like, yeah, his behavior was a little out of control, but I am still kind of just, baffled that they threw the flag. Like, dog, there's no way you go back and watch that and are like, yeah, that was a real penalty. Like, there's no way.
All right, here we go.
And that was another segment with Dime's Corner.
Sorry, I had to take that one.
I've been listening to this for 2 days.
2 days, because oh my God, that spoiled the title, man. I thought the Patriots were bad. At least they'd admit when things went badly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, on to something
more positive. Let's go positive. We can go positive.
What I tell y'all about Joe Flacco. I know it was a long shot, but Joe Flacco and them Browns is looking nice.
I mean, my biggest all he got is down the field. That's all he got.
What?
And that's all they need.
They need to deep ball from time to time. He makes the little short throws, makes when they need him to on third down to keep the drive going.
He knows how to watch protection. He knows how to shift protection. He can game manage and then give you a big time ball every now and then.
Yeah,
and that's all they need.
They need somebody who can manage the game and at least keep defense off the field for a little bit. And when they get on the field, they go clamp and do what they need to do.
And make a defense respect them going deep.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to – Cleveland's not a team that wants to go deep. They want to run the ball. They want a short game. But if you don't have the ability to go deep, well, that's the defense. It's hard.
And one thing that Joe Flacco does not use is his tight ends. Because the Njoku was definitely eating right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that was a good game. That was a very good game.
I think they're going to end up, depending how it goes, I feel like they're definitely going to hold a playoff spot. They're
number 5.
I think they could be that dangerous team. Like, everybody keeps talking about Buffalo because they beat Kansas City, but I'm sorry, I don't think that wouldn't
count the Browns out because
I would be
running game. They can run the ball. Running goes far in the
They
playoffs.
have January winning formula.
Yep.
So the ability for the big play and a very grueling ground game.
Mm-hmm. So I will not count them out. I can't wait to see what they do going forward with the rest of their season. I hope they either sign Joe Flacco because he's getting brought back up from the practice squad, right?
Yeah. So that's procedural technically because he wasn't signed before the weekend. Mm-hmm. He automatically goes back to the practice squad. They don't have a choice. Yeah. They have to, he automatically gets switched back to the practice squad. So sometime during this week, I'm pretty sure we're going to hear about what his contract with the Browns are.
Okay.
Because the coach announced after the game that he's the quarterback for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But if they would have signed a contract like Thursday or Friday, he wouldn't have had to go to the practice squad. But they didn't know he was about to because the first game was good, but it wasn't great.
I told you it is.
And then he went. all. So now it's like, oh, now we gotta. But that's why some people were like, oh, that's still a little dangerous because technically,
so I can pick him up.
Any other team comes up and says, we'll give you this, and he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cleveland can't do anything about it. Like if the Jets right now were like, hey, we might need this. Although, I mean, Zach Wilson played actually really good later. But, which is where we're going next. Yeah, that Jets-Houston game, man, bad, rough game for Houston, but man, them Jets.
Yeah, I mean, Wilson, their defense has been keeping them in games all year, but they clamped down a potent Houston offense. But I mean, Houston offense, they really do miss Tank Dell.
And I mean, putting Stroud on.
Stroud didn't go out until 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
But that's true.
So like even then, they really did a good job keeping them in check, and he really couldn't go to his people. It really wasn't working. I mean, that Jets defense was doing its job.
And they held them to 6 points.
Yeah, and they've been.
And I've heard a rumor that Saleh and the Jets sat down with Wilson before this game and said they're planning, like, let him know that they're planning on trading him at the end of the season.
Oh yeah.
And I'm wondering if maybe because they had the thing come out last week when they were trying to get info on how he felt about starting again, and he was like, "What are they gonna do? Bench me again?"
Yeah, I mean,
I have nothing to lose, and clearly I have nothing to lose. Wilson is a dog. He can ball. So maybe if they just tell him they're going to fire him.
So what's their record?
It'd be a dread out Private Roberts situation. Yeah. Like, hey, good game. Probably catch it in the morning.
5-8?
5-8, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
They're Jets 14, so they're like right above. Yeah.
Okay.
But oddly, even being 14, I think they're still only like 2 or 3 games out of a playoff spot.
I mean, look. It's going to be interesting. All these numbers, we said it's always going to be close.
7-6.
And the Colts are, where's the Colts? Because that's the last playoff spot.
It's
East South. So Colts are 7-6. So yeah, they're about a game off.
Even the Bills though, like they're 7-6. So they got to keep winning the rest.
With 4 games left, that could, And then Rodgers might be back by Christmas.
If they have if they're in contention for playoffs, like I said, it's definitely But we'll see what goes on with them. But Stroud getting injured could really mess up the Houston Texans.
That really, that Stroud injury.
That hit.
Boy. His head hit hard, and his reaction afterwards that his brain was scrambled. It's concussion.
They said he was absent today. He was absent today at practice. They still don't know. They say he's still. You
know how that is with the concussions. You praise if you don't know until they say yes.
Yeah.
Like the day they're like, "Oh, he's finally good. We get him back." Other than that, you're just like, "Hopefully tomorrow."
He laid there.
He hit his head hard. He looked like he almost was out for a second, and then that insane splitting headache grab of his head that he did. That didn't look good. Like he looked like he was in a lot of pain, and when you hit your head and you're reacting like that, they usually
he might be. I think he's definitely out for a week. He might be able to come back a week later, but we'll see how bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking a week, maybe 2. Yeah. Just seeing how hard he hit and his body.
But they ain't gonna do. They ain't gonna do.
I gotta say, you think they get? I gotta say, you think they
carry him?
No,
they're not doing anything without him.
Nah.
Let's see. Texans, they're right at the bottom. They're at 8. They're like right getting in the playoffs at 8.
They're on.
But I mean,
they may move up when the Steelers drop
7-6.
If they can win the game,
the Colts haven't been winning though.
The Steelers are going to drop out.
I mean, they might have the advantage.
Started that whole debate.
But I mean, Trevor Lawrence him being hurt is really.
Is he hurt again?
No, but he played. He played.
He came back.
I know he came back last week, but he didn't look right.
No,
he didn't look right. You're right.
So like even he's not 100%, so they need him. But this is going to be interesting to see what goes on with the Houston Texans and his injury. But
I think he gets cautious though when he comes back, because that's how he was when he first came back after being hurt. He's a lot more cautious to me. And then he has to, I think it's a mindset to sacrifice your body for the play.
I would definitely agree with that.
I would think you have to
But not having Stroud, that's
going to be
if he
misses, need other people to lose too to keep them.
Yeah,
that's true.
They could get the help if he misses 2 weeks. I think that's
If they lose 2 games, it might be over.
1, maybe they can get the help. If he misses 2 weeks, I think
It depends
2 losses
on
in these
other
last
people
4.
are
I think that's going to be
losing.
it.
Like, if other people start losing, that might keep them there, but that's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Let's talk about
Broncos country.
Yeah.
Let's ride.
I love him.
That convinced that, look, they have been on a tear. They have been on a tear.
And they've been getting better teams.
Yeah.
The teams that are good at this, teams that are good at this, and they're just like, yeah, we're going to shut you down.
And they beat the Chargers? No, it wasn't the Chargers. Was it the Chargers?
Yeah, right?
They whooped the Chargers.
They whooped the Chargers.
Yes. Oh, 24-7.
Yeah, they whooped the Chargers.
24-7. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they whooped them 24-7. Yes, that is what happened.
The Chargers.
I mean, the Broncos, like, I started seeing it when they had that tear when they was going on the win streak.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Sean Payton, so it's just.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
all coming together. You can see it. And they have their rough patches.
But they definitely are playing as a team. They believe in each other. They're playing for each other. And
Russ is looking more and more like himself.
I think that Miami lost kind of like.
They had to come together.
Because they have not looked like the same team after that. Like, they lost that game, and it was like, okay, yeah, we have dignity.
Because even when they lose, they're not getting, like, it's not like that much.
And they're on, like, what, like a 5-game win streak?
I mean,
no, they lost. They lost in between.
They lost me before. They lost to Detroit.
That's right, but it was a really good game.
It was a good game, yeah.
And
they started coming back, right?
When they threw that interception in the end. Remember at the end, so they were down in the goal line, and he threw that.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah.
So that's what it was.
But I mean, right now they're 1 game behind Kansas City in that division. And Kansas City is definitely reeling. Like like I said, this doesn't seem like they're emotionally handled as well. So let's see how that happens.
I've been in Texas. I'm sorry. I've been in Texas.
Yes, they lost to Derek Stingley made that out.
That's right.
Derek Stingley made that pick in the end
zone. I think it was.
He had 2 picks on the day, and they were
both
about
the Lions Saints.
But it was that weekend had a lot of games come down in the last.
That was a good game. That was okay.
So
Stingley had the 2 picks, and last one was the one in the end zone.
Every time they got a rhythm and started going down, something bad would happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even still.
And I mean that secondary in Houston makes some plays.
Denver. We need to watch out for them because they're playing actual team ball, and the AFC is just too close.
And it's right there.
The AFC is too close.
They're in the bubble at number 9.
They're a game down. So let's say Kansas City loses half. They lose 2 of the 4, which can happen because they're struggling.
Yeah, doesn't take much.
They win next. Who they play?
They could even give a L and still make it.
Who plays Broncos? The Broncos play the Lions on Saturday.
Yeah, I think they'll beat the Lions. The Lions, like I said,
they play the Lions Saturday. Then Christmas Eve they play the Patriots. Play the Chargers again on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah,
they got it easy.
Yeah,
Raiders.
Yeah.
They don't have they got an easy schedule to finish. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
they can run the table.
Yeah,
the Lions are the only team that's any good.
Yeah,
that they play.
The
Chiefs have the Patriots.
Yep.
That could be a win.
Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, Chargers.
That Bengals game could be tough, even if it's just Browning.
That could be tough.
Browning is balling.
Oh, we'll see. That sounds. Yeah.
If Denver beats Detroit, I think they can run the table.
But who knows?
They're gonna beat the Raiders.
The Patriots did beat the Steelers, so
Patriots did. I called it last week.
You called that. Yeah. I had to apologize.
Trubisky is that bad.
I had to apologize. You were right. We were wrong.
But
that's a hard word for me to say.
So I don't think the hopes of helping Brandon Staley's job is going to help.
He's definitely gone. They're just waiting till the season's over. When the season,
I don't know how.
He hasn't already. Some teams are just very much like, I don't like firing during the season. I don't want to have to try to start over during the season.
I don't know. Sometimes
there's not many teams. I don't think I can think of a team that has fired a coach in the middle of the season. And they've had teams that have gone on runs, but you've never had anybody that has gone to the playoffs or made a push for a Super Bowl. It's never happened.
No.
So I mean,
that's because they used that bad though.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. And the Chargers are bad.
They're bad.
They're bad.
Because what makes them so bad is that there's that much talent.
And the worst part about it is it looks like Kellen Moore's a problem.
Yeah, because clearly he's not hurting Dallas.
I was like, is it Kellen Moore? Is it Dak? Or is it Nick McCarthy?
Yeah, it looks
clearly
like more because the Chargers are.
Because that offense is worse than it was last year.
I mean, he's young. Maybe you got to grow some more. But
I mean, sometimes I can't 100% because I'm like, although it must be the plays because y'all have the same. They're dropping it. Mm-hmm. They're out of position. Things. So it has to be how he's writing up these plays. Make it your focus is on too much stuff instead of running around and catching the ball.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't make sense that two teams are having the exact same conflict.
And he started off as a quarterback coach, so he should be able to have a better.
He was a quarterback.
I know
that's the worst part.
Yeah. I mean,
and like you would think it would be, but you never know. But I mean,
they say those that can't do teach. Yeah. I mean, he can't do either.
Oh damn! Yeah. Ooh.
Sorry.
I mean, and that takes us to our Thursday game.
That takes you to the Thursday game. Backup versus backup.
Aiden O'Connell versus, I don't even know that.
Stick.
Something.
Stick. Yeah. No, his last name is Stick. He fights the hand with Matt Murdock.
Like, it's serious. Like, I don't even know. I don't
know what I'm laughing at. Let's be tired. Y'all got it.
Easton Stick.
I told you.
Yeah.
Easton Stick. Maybe it's the year of the backups.
It is the year of the backups, but
did you see what he looked like when he got in that game?
They looked horrible.
DeVito didn't look good in that game.
No. He didn't even look like DeVito didn't look bad.
I've seen this happen.
Justin Herbert looked like trash, and this kid came in and looked worse.
Maybe that's the rhythm of everybody at this point. Everybody is downtrodden. Everyone's spirits are low. Just can you give him a game?
Give him a game.
It's the Raiders.
The Raiders lost 3-0 last week.
The
Raiders lost 3-0 last week, so who knows what's going to happen. Dicker the kicker might kick 9 points.
That's true.
Yeah, no,
I don't think the Raiders can make more than 9
points. He's my kicker.
He missed a couple.
Is it your league? I think he's my...
Jesus.
I don't remember.
I don't know what's going. Look, but they're not going to play Jimmy because if Jimmy gets hurt, his contract's fully guaranteed next year.
Oh, another small thing we didn't really talk about. Did you see Derek Carr almost get beat up by his center?
No.
I did not see that.
Yeah, he gets sacked. And, I mean, from the video, it looks like the center kind of missed the block. But Derek Carr gets up kind of like flipping out. But the thing is, like, he gets up flipping out, but he's not even really, like, specifically looking at anybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the center turns around, and it kind of looks like he basically looked at him and was like, throw the damn ball. Like, you wouldn't get sacked so much if you didn't hold the damn ball. Which a lot of linemen have said that there's a lot of times that that's not Derek Carr, just like quarterbacks. Like, sometimes it's us, and sometimes you need to make quicker fucking decisions.
Sure.
That easy.
Yeah.
Who you trying to?
I don't know.
Derek Carr teammate fight.
I'm trying to look busy.
Jesus.
On that note, I think we're done for the night. Clearly, Tiff is fried. Oh, we got to predict. Let's make a prediction to the inside and wrap this
I got the
up.
Chargers winning this game 12-0.
12-0?
Or 12-6.
I think it's going to be low. I think it's like
4 field goals, too.
Chargers 6-3.
I say 12-6.
Raiders 5-3.
Raiders
Crosby
5-3?
Safety.
All right.
Okay.
So, what I say? I said 6-3.
I say 12-6.
Craig, put Jay.
Yeah, Jay said 5-3. He got
I'm calling the Raiders.
3 Raiders.
Yeah.
And you said, Craig, we're going to be wrong again.
Yeah.
Man, I'm always right. What you say? 12-0?
12-6.
12-6. Oh, you changed it.
Yeah, 12-6.
I did super get the Patriots score wrong. That's
I
the
don't
one we
do
don't
well.
get right.
I don't do well
It's
with
picking the
scores.
score that I'm like, nah, I
I
didn't
can't
get
pick
that.
scores. I'm not even fake. It's football. You never know what's going to happen. I'm sorry.
No, what I said was what this is going to call New England to win is what I got that. But yeah, I was way off on the score. I didn't expect 20 points from the teams combined.
Sappy came out there and threw 3 touchdowns. So,
hi guys, I'm happy. Did you see him in the locker room?
No.
He's like hugging all over Bill O'Brien, and then he gets done and he turns and Bill Belichick's there and he's just like, he just keeps walking.
Yeah. Really, I don't play that shit.
I mean,
I ain't happy. We suck. Shut up. I don't
Like,
care.
you're awful.
All you did was mess up a draft pick.
Really? Is that your really?
That's my Bill Belichick.
Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Bill Belichick talks like Sylvester Stallone playing Emperor Palpatine.
Oh no, that'll be all it for us here at Here with So What You Hear. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Peace, y'all.